coping with his mental health. And now we're going to speak to Dr. Audrey Tang in this week's Psychology Matters segment. Welcome to the show, Audrey.
Thanks for having me, Chrissy.
What did you think of Leon's story?
Very, very powerful, lovely story, and some key points that I've pulled out from there.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that, of course, he's had to overcome, and this is a common thing for athletes who maybe suffer injury or have that life-changing thing, it was a complete life change.
Yeah.
And to go from, he was saying he couldn't succeed in the way he succeeded normally, to go from that to having to find new success criteria, to having to find a new way of doing things can be really hard.
Yeah.
When you just have an injury, well, I say just, I mean, say you injured your leg, you can still sometimes work your arms, but when it's something so life-changing, it can be very difficult. What's wonderful to hear is that he found something new for him. He found mentoring. He found giving back in a slightly different way before he then revisited his old career again.
Yeah.
And so that's really lovely. And another big thing is he had to get there in his own time. We can have so many people supporting us, around us, saying, it's okay, carry on, you're doing it. But you've got to reach that place yourself, and no one can force you there. And I think that's very powerful, and that's wonderful. So lovely story.
So can you tell us now about the psychology of movement? Is there such a thing?
Well, movement itself is very powerful because, of course, we all explore the world through movement. And another thing which it comes into mental health is, of course, our posture and how we sit, how we stand can affect things like our confidence, can betray our mental health feelings. So often coaches or clinicians are trained to recognise some of the symptoms of depression, which may also be very slumped over posture, purely because you're often trying to make yourself smaller and not take up much room. Then when you're talking about wanting to boost your confidence, then great posture is good because you take up more room, simply. Also, if we do engage in bad posture a lot of the time, we end up getting aches and pains. That's hard to go away. And then that can make us feel awful, depressed, anxious, and all of the other mental health problems that can come along with chronic pain. So it's important to make sure that we are sitting in alignment for our own bodies. Another thing where psychology and movement becomes really important is we put our bodies through a lot. We ask them to stay up late to finish a presentation or an assignment. We might push them to their absolute limits when we're trying to get a new personal best. We might be asking it to do a new sport. And sometimes we forget how hard it works for us. And I think it's actually quite important to just show it a bit of gratitude. I know that's really strange, but I just wanted to give a little tip that I like doing now. I like gratitude. I think it's a very powerful feeling. Just the gratitude stretch before you get up in the morning is to just stretch out your arms and think about one thing that you're grateful for in terms of your body. You know, what has it done for you? And that's brilliant because when someone has body dysmorphia, we use thanking our body because we recognise how hard it works for us and we recognise its form, its function. So thank your body for doing something for you. And then when you stretch your legs out as well, and all of this helps your posture, all this helps alignment, think about one thing you're looking forward to doing today because your body's going to get you there.
Brilliant. Excellent advice. Thank you, Audrey.
Pleasure.
And we'll see you again next time.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, everybody. So now it's time to go to a helping of